I believe we're at a critical crossroad in the relationship between Israel and America in just the last few days. And we've been receiving phone calls and emails asking our opinion on the statement made by President Obama that Israel should return to the 1967 borders. This is a very serious development, a very sad development, and I want to explain why. There's a few issues that I want to cover to help you understand why this is such a serious and negative statement. You need to understand that Hamas is a terrorist organization, is in effect, as Benjamin Netanyahu stated on television, the Palestinian equivalent to Al-Qaeda. And so for the U.S. to be trying to push Israel towards negotiation with a terrorist organization, and in fact by doing so, to recognize a terrorist organization as legitimate is very, very serious. That's the first thing. The second thing is that the U.S. has attempted over the years historically to be a moderator between Israel and the Palestinians to try to find that delicate balance of peaceful coexistence. By the statement being made that Israel should return to the 1967 borders is as if a mediator is saying to one party that they should accept the absolute maximum that the other party wants. Bottom line, to go to the 1967 borders is like the bottom line. It would be the most that Israel could possibly give, and even that's going too far. So by President Obama making this public statement, as no president has done, past president has ever done. Clinton never did this. Of course, neither Bush Sr. or Jr. ever did this. But by saying that Israel should go back to the 1967 borders is like saying in an attempt to settle a lawsuit where one party asks for $10 million, that the beginning point for the other party is to give the $10 million. So it's absolutely absurd, and it backs Israel into a corner that they can't get out of. The third reason that this is so serious is that it's impossible for Israel to return to the 1967 borders. These borders, friends, are indefensible. For the period of time from 1948 until 1967, when Syria occupied the Golan Heights, there was almost daily occurrences where they were bombing the settlements, the kibbutzim, in the areas below, in the farmlands below, and most of that generation grew up in bomb shelters. To give the Golan Heights back to Syria up in the north would be a suicidal decision for Israel. For Israel to completely return all areas of the West Bank would be indefensible. You're talking about an area that's so close to the current airport that they could lob bombs on the Ben Gurion airport almost daily. You're talking about less than an 8-mile distance between the Mediterranean Sea in the beginning of the West Bank area in the very middle of Israel, so it's bottlenecking Israel at the very middle. It's just indefensible. If we want to see what the Palestinians have done with land that's been returned, and I say returned with quotation marks because it was not returned, it was never the Palestinians. The Gaza Strip, for example, belonged to Egypt. It wasn't given back, it was given away. If the Palestinians wanted a peaceful coexistence with Israel, then Gaza would be a place of peace now, thriving and making efforts to trade with Israel, to live in harmony with Israel. But the opposite is true. Gaza has turned into a staging ground for almost daily missile attacks against Israel. So this is a very, very serious development. It's something that we need to pray against. It represents a very, very dangerous turn in the relationship between Israel and the United States. And truly, we may be seeing the fulfillment of the prophecy in Zechariah, where it says that every nation, in effect, will turn against Israel, including the United States. And I want to encourage you, as always, to pray for the peace of Jerusalem. The Bible says they shall prosper that love thee. Many more reports to come in the near future.